If you are a broke college student at UW, then you already know Hawaii BBQ Restaurant was the go-to spot. Solid food, cheap prices, and huge portions. And unfortunately, they're not around anymore, so today we're recreating one of my favorite things on their menu, Mochiko chicken with island-style Spam fried rice. And each little morsel is crunchy, juicy, and it just takes me right back to when I was 19 with no responsibility or a care in the world. So do me a favor and make sure you like, comment, share, and save this video. Alright y'all, remember to wash your hands. Now the first thing we'll do is process our chicken, and today I have about 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And all we'll need to do is trim away any excess fat and then cut them into bite-sized pieces. Set that aside for now, and we'll quickly make our marinade. So to a big mixing bowl, we'll combine a 1/3 cup of Mochiko rice flour with a tablespoon of cornstarch. To that, we'll add in a tablespoon of minced garlic, and we'll grate in 1/2 tablespoon of ginger. Then we'll season our marinade with 2 tablespoons of shoyu, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of MSG. Crack in 2 whole eggs, and we'll whisk that really well to combine. And if you like this recipe and you want to learn how to make more of your favorite island style dishes, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on all my latest posts. To the mixing bowl, we'll add in our cut up chicken thighs, and we'll give that a good mix, making sure that each piece of chicken is evenly coated. Now for the best results, we're gonna let this vibe out in the fridge overnight, but if you are short on time, a minimum of 3 hours is okay too. Now it's the next day, and you're just gonna have to trust me when I say that it is. And before we finish our Mochiko chicken, let's quickly put together a Spam fried rice to serve it with. Now to a large pan or wok on high heat, we're gonna add in a splash of oil. We'll quickly scramble our eggs until it's just about set, and this should probably only take about 30 seconds or so. We don't want to overcook our eggs, so we'll remove them from the pan and set them aside for now. To that same pan, we'll add in another splash of oil, add in our diced onions, and the white parts of our green onions. Saute this for a minute to get some of those onions to brown. And then we'll add in a tablespoon of minced garlic, our Spam, and carrots. Cook this for another couple of minutes on high heat, allowing the Spam and veg to slightly char to mimic that slightly smoky wok flavor you'd get by cooking in a wok. Now move everything to one side, and then we'll add in 3 cups of our day-old rice. Using a spatula or wooden spoon, go ahead and break up that rice. And using day-old rice is important because when rice cools down, it goes through a process called starch retrogradation, which is essential to ensure that we don't have mushy or soggy fried rice. Then we'll season our fried rice with 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and half a tablespoon of my dear mom fish sauce. Continue to break up the rice and mix well, ensuring that everything is evenly distributed. Then we'll add back our scrambled eggs and a pinch of fresh ground black pepper. Now at the very end, we're gonna cut the heat, and then my secret ingredient is a tablespoon of Kewpie mayo. And this is going to give it that wet, which is that moist consistency that I love so much about island style fried rice. And once that's done, set that to the side for now, and we'll fry our Mochiko chicken. So first we'll preheat some neutral oil in a pan or pot at 350 degrees. Now, unlike other versions of Mochiko chicken that I've had that uses just a wet batter, Hawaii BBQ Restaurant on the Ave had a dry dredge. So to make that, we'll combine a cup of Mochiko flour with 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. Add in a pinch of salt and whisk that to combine. Now, working in batches, we're going to dredge each piece of chicken in the dry batter, and we'll press on the chicken lightly to ensure that the coating sticks. Carefully lower each piece of chicken into the hot oil, and we'll deep fry this for about 4 minutes, or until the chicken is golden and crispy. Using a pair of tongs or a slotted spoon, transfer the chicken to a wire rack or a plate lined with paper towels to allow any of the excess oil to drain. Season the Mochiko chicken with a pinch of salt, and then it's time to plate. Now we'll get some of our island style Spam fried rice into a bowl, and we'll press that down firmly to get it to hold its shape. Flip that onto our plate, and then we'll add in a generous amount of our Mochiko chicken. Garnish with a little bit of green onions, and serve this up with your favorite teriyaki sauce. And just like that, you've made an incredible Mochiko chicken with Spam fried rice at home. As always, the recipe and measurements are on my blog at feedthepudge.com. And if you've made it this far, let me know in the comment section, what's a dish that takes you back to when you were 18? Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.